The military in Mali also blamed France for not doing enough to stem the tide, causing the French government to withdraw its forces from the country after more than a decade of fighting the militants. We talked about that on Monday. To fill the vacuum left by France, Mali had to bring in the Wagner groups from Russia. Both countries have already cut long-standing security ties with France. So what happens next? Taking out France, is it enough? What does Professor Tunde Adeniran think? Is it enough to take out France? Tunde Adeniran is the author of the book Africa's Security Challenges in the 21st Century. If you read his book, you would understand the argument he makes in this interview. So this is a book I'm recommending to you in this class. Africa's Security Challenges in the 21st Century. It's a book that gives you clear explanation of what is going on at the moment in the West African sub-region. Reading books like this opens your mind to the challenges of the time. Professor Tunde Adeniran is a former Minister of Education in Nigeria. He is on State Affairs.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
Prof, let's come to West Africa. Recently, there were military coups in Mali, in Niger, in Burkina Faso,
Guinea.
in Guinea. And one victim of these coups is France. It seems France has been kicked out of Mali, out of Niger, and Burkina Faso. Is that the right action you are calling for?
I'm calling for much more than that. It is not enough just to kick out a colonial master, which is the common language used for that and so forth. Those who have been pauperizing Africa, those who have been holding Africa hostage and preventing us from developing. It must go beyond that to have consistency in terms of being able to galvanize people toward development, being able to unite the people. You do not kick out an external, power intruder that had come to dominate, that had come to enslave, and then subject yourself to new internal colonialism. In other words, you do not create an avenue whereby sub-ethnic groups or some ethnic groups now assume the role that used to be played by those external powers. You have to create a common ground. You have to make people believe in common goals, in nationhood. You have to be able to mobilize support from ethnic loyalties to a national common goal. In other words, you build a nation out of the various sub-ethnic groups and ethnic nationalities that you have by making sure that there is fairness, there's justice, there's equity, and above all, there's a rallying goal agreed to. The values that we have in Africa are so ennobling that should be used as a common factor to get all of us together, to move all of us together, no matter what part of the African continent. It's a common thing all over.
State Affairs with Edmondo Bilo is live.
That's Professor Tunde Adeniran speaking there. Tunde Adeniran specializes in international relations and strategic studies. His book, Africa's Security Challenges in the 21st Century, Power, Principles and Praxis in Global Politics, is a must-read. He makes the point that African states appear to be under the spell of insecurity and underdevelopment due to the scourge of conflict compounded by increasing political disorder, economic downturn, and dysfunctional socio-cultural and political structures in the face of global transformation and compelling demands to meet the challenges of change. According to the Professor of International Relations, the trajectory shows that poverty, retrogressive governance, underutilized and mismanaged resource endowments, the phenomena of crisis, violence, and terror continue to characterize many of the states, while external relations have not been coherent and reconciled to the advantage of the African states. So this book that he wrote proffers critical solutions to the lingering problems and the policy options to shape and secure Africa's future in the global arena. The book is an explicatory tour, an incisive strategic analysis of the world's political outlook and Africa's security imperatives to bring about sustainable peace, meaningful democracy, justice, equitable development, and advantageous global presence in a world of unsettling scenarios. So this book I'm recommending to you is a comprehensive overview of the factors that matter in the 21st century regarding governance, conflicts, peace, and development in Africa, and the region's role in world politics. It is a mandatory reading for anyone concerned about the future of Africa in a rapidly changing world. Professor Tunde Adeniran's book, Africa's Security Challenges in the 21st Century, it's a classic. You can get your copy on udarabooks.com. udarabooks.com. You can also order your copy on our WhatsApp numbers. Just chat us up on our WhatsApp numbers. The numbers are on the screen. And you can order your copies on WhatsApp. Another book you should read as a student of this class is this one, The Word for Sale. The Word for Sale. It's a great book. It's a book written by Javier Blass and Jack Farchy. The Word for Sale. Money, power, and the traders who barter the earth's resources. It's one of the best books to read about what is going on in Africa and the rest of the world. In this book, you will meet the billionaire traders who supply the world with oil, metal, minerals, and food. You've probably not heard of them. They wield unimaginable political and economic power. And like it or not, you are one of their customers or victims. If you read this book, you will know how to protect yourself and to protect Africa. This book is a thriller. I can't stop reading it. The Word for Sale. Money, power, and the traders who barter the earth's resources. The Sunday Times said the book is jaw-dropping. Reuters says that this book is fascinating. The Economist says the book is gripping, while Financial Times says riveting. I recommend this book to you. Get your copy. Order your copy on udarabooks.com, udarabooks.com, or through our WhatsApp numbers. The numbers are on the screen, and we're also going to share the number on the comment section so that you can have the numbers. WhatsApp chat only. Thank you. We are talking about political instability in the Sahel. Military in, France out, Russia in. We started this discourse on Monday, and it is a comprehensive discourse, and we are going to run with it as we go.